All right. It's nice to see you. And
Yep.
then people are saying it looks better today.
That's good to hear.
Yes, yes. And then you have really big microphone. Where do you use it?
Oh, usually I like to record some songs. So
Oh, wow. Do you sing?
no, not really. I do like my friends sing, so sometimes we do like I play guitar or something.
Oh, wow.
And it was on sale, so got it.
Nice. I wish I had that too.
It's very good, Mike. So I hope it doesn't
Yes.
disappoint.
By the way, do you do any like Go videos, live streaming or video recording,
Um,
lecture?
we used to like I used to do some free game reviews
Yes.
on AGS.
Yes.
So I guess that and I do some commenting on like
Yes.
I don't know, let's say like in the Go files.
Oh,
I'll be
wow.
commenting on the SGF files. So
Yes.
and then I don't really do much live streaming. So this is kind of my first time.
Oh, I see. So, am I introducing you to the world of live streaming?
Yeah, I didn't really know there was a Go live.
I see. Yes. Actually, last week was my first time with Kelvin, and then things didn't go very well because our video was
Uh,
freezing a lot, and then the audio and video was not synchronized. So I had some hard time editing the video.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
So William, you are professional player. When did you become pro?
I think it was during the first um uh protest in
Yes.
America for the
Mm-hmm.
AGA,
Yes.
co-hosted by Taijam.
Yes.
So they were selecting two, and
Mm-hmm.
luckily I became the second after Andy.
Yes. Yes.
And I think you're gonna play with Andy next
Yes.
month.
Right. October 3rd.
Uh huh.
So, how did it feel to pass the test?
I was kind of surprising because I wasn't really expecting to do it,
Mm,
but I was just I didn't really do the preliminary tournaments for
I
it, but
see.
I was invited as like a seeded player for
Yes.
the Canadians.
Yes.
So I just decided to go because it was during the Go
Mm-hmm.
Congress as well.
I
Um,
see.
that's what happened. So it's kind of lucky, I think.
How many Canadian players were invited then?
Um, they had spot for
Mm,
I think two Canadians,
I see.
and then some other Canadians also had they went to the US and did some tests, like some other tournaments, and they won it. So they were also seeded into the tournament,
I see.
and that's how it worked.
Right. Um, there's question. Where are you from?
I'm actually originally from China,
Yes.
and I went to the US. No, I mean
Mm-hmm.
Canada, in
Yes.
Toronto when I
Mm-hmm.
was 9.
Ah, you were nine
So
years old.
yeah,
Mm,
and then I guess I started to go when I was like almost 7,
yes.
and at the time I only played for like 2 years, and I came here and I played more.
I see.
So
Mm. Was it easy to find a place to play in Toronto?
at the time it was
Mm-hmm.
okay actually.
Oh, I see.
I had kind of like two teachers, sort of. They were
Yes.
amateurs,
Mm-hmm.
and because I was a little kid,
Yes.
they liked to play with me a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and like they thought it was fun, right? It was kind of cute to play with,
I
I
see.
guess.
Mm,
And so they like to play with. Uh, they kind of like taught me a lot at the time,
yes.
and that's how I like managed to improve a lot, I think, at the time. And also
Right.
my dad really pushed me to continue playing.
Nice. So in Canada, how many hours would you study go? I mean, did you study when you're young?
In Canada, it was around maybe like it was not a lot actually. It was like
Mm-hmm.
an hour a day maybe, but
I
like
see, I see.
when we would meet at the Go Club, it would be like 3 to 4, 4 to 5 hours, and that's
Ah, I
very,
see. And then did you continue to play until you played in the protest?
um. Do you mean like after the protest?
No, until the protest, or
Until
was
the
there
protest?
some
Oh,
period that you stopped playing?
um, like I think after I got into high school, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't play that much.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally I'll play in like some tournaments, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went to the U.S. Congress at the time, all the time, to play in the Redmond Cup, which is the youth tournament in North America.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I had a lot of like free trips to go to the Congress because the
Nice.
finals were played there, and yeah, it
Mm,
was pretty important to play in that for
right,
me
right.
personally.
Can you
Um,
tell us a little about Redmond Cup? Is that
so the
like
Re-
youth tournaments?
so Redmond Cup is actually founded by Michael Redmond, which is a Nagdan in Japan, and he's
Yes,
actually American.
right. He's American and professional nine dan in Japan, right?
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
he wants to promote Go America, and
I
he created this
see.
tournament for youth players.
Yes.
So they have a senior and a junior division.
Mm,
The
I
junior
see.
division would be till 13, and the senior is from I think 13 to 18.
I see. Yes.
And it's an online tournament, but the top two
Mm.
players from each division they'll go and play
Oh,
um,
I see.
the Congress.
Ah.
Yeah,
I
so
see. Mm-hmm.
it's probably the only biggest youth
Mm.
tournament in America.
I see. And then is a tournament open to Americans and Canadians or anyone?
It's open to North Americans in general, so
Yes.
Americans and Canadians participate.
Mm,
And at the time, there wasn't many Canadians, so I was probably one of the few that played.
I
But there's
see.
also a few after me that played, which is
Mm-hmm.
quite nice.
I see. So changing the question, um, how about wait, how about after becoming pro? Did it change anything?
Oh yeah, actually, so after becoming pro, they because it was collaborated with like the Korean Go Association,
Yes.
they managed to sort of like offer me some training in Korea,
Yes.
and the AJ also wanted like
Mm-hmm.
agreed to do it,
Yes.
and so basically they just sent me to Korea, and I was able to really train there for I think 4 months.
Wow, you studied Go for 4 months in Korea.
Yeah, 4 months. So I was
Mm-hmm.
in Seoul for 4 months, and it was a good experience. And I was,
Mm.
I think I was there with Ben.
Oh,
If people
Ben
know Ben,
Lockhart?
yes, yeah, Ben
Oh, he
Lockhart. I was
was
studying with
there.
him.
He's still
Yeah.
in Korea, by the way.
Yes. So we were good friends, and we he sort of like helped me out there, get
Yes.
set up, and
Oh, I
be-
see.
because we study at the same dojang, it
Oh,
was
you
really fun.
did. You studied at Chungam.
Yes, it's the
Mm,
biggest.
yes, it is. And then how was it? Like how many hours did you study and what
So
did you
it was
do?
like
Yes.
from 9 to 9. So all you really
Very
did was
typical.
play
Yes.
Go the whole.
Uh,
So I managed to like sneak out on the weekends and not the normal kids. Like the kids
yes.
who live there, they'll have to play on the weekends and
I
study on weekends.
yes, right.
But the
Mm-hmm.
teachers there said that you could go on the weekends and do some your own stuff.
Nice. Right, when I studied in Tojang, we would also do 9 to 9 if we didn't need to go to school. And then weekends we usually had tournaments. So we would play like 연구생 or Insei League or some tournaments.
Right, right. Yeah,
So,
there was an in-state league that they played, but I don't think we played in it,
I see.
or I didn't. So
So do you think you improved after the training in Korea?
yeah, I think it definitely improved a lot. But after I came back, there wasn't that many. That's when I like got into second year of
Ah,
university,
yes,
and that's when things got really busy for me.
I
So
see.
I didn't really play that much after.
So may I ask what university you are studying
Oh, actually,
at?
I go to the University of Toronto, and I study like
Mm-hmm.
um, life sciences. So like
Yes.
immunology is my major, and
Mm,
sort of I'm interested in like healthcare and kind of stuff.
right. Doesn't that study like a cancer and
Yeah, yeah, I do some of that studying.
sounds very difficult? Would you say life science is more difficult than Go?
No, they're different things, right? Go,
Yes,
I think
yes. Mm-hmm.
you when you just start to learn Go, you just do it, and then you just improve. But like
Yes,
once you once you reach a certain age or certain level, it's really hard to get improve it
that's
anymore.
true.
So
Yes.
so you just stay there. But with like life science, I think
Mm-hmm.
you just keep trying and you keep working. It
Mm.
just takes a lot of time, I think.
Oh, I see. So do you
So
enjoy studying life science?
it's quite fun at times.
Mm,
Sometimes it just takes up a lot of time as well.
I see.
But I mean, with Go, you could be studying for like hours and hours, and then you get
Yes.
frustrated because you still don't improve, right?
That is so true. I think when I went to university, I really enjoyed that part. Like, if I put hours of study, I knew that I was better in the end.
Yeah, but with Go, you can study for like a lot, and then you just keep
Yes.
losing games.
Right, right. So
It's not
true.
how it works.
So, like, how often do you play these days?
These days, I sometimes go to the Go club. We have a Go club, and
Yes.
I actually used to live as a roommate with Ryan.
Oh, you
Ryan,
did.
yes.
I'm
So,
playing him next week.
oh yeah. So he told me about it, and we go to the same university. I'm pretty good friends.
Oh, I see.
So
Mm-hmm.
usually it's just us two playing at the Go Club, which is really good.
Yes,
I
that
think.
is really good. So, how is the winning rate between the two?
I think he's winning a bit more
Oh,
these days,
really? Wow.
but we haven't played that much. And I think once the school year starts, we're gonna play a bit more.
I see. Sounds interesting. Did you have any questions for me?
Um, did you study at the what is it, Myeongjin University?
No, I didn't. I I actually went to very normal university without go. So,
So how would you
yes.
would you play in the Go Club in the university? And
Actually, so my university didn't have any Go club when I went there, so I started one myself. But then,
uh,
so I had about 20 students joined me. And then, like, I think two of them knew how to play, but they were like very weak. And then all the rest were beginners. So we met once a week because like students were very busy with the assignment and team project and such. So I would like teach them some basics and then maybe play some teaching games with nine handicap stones. And then the next week the same thing would happen because they would all forget about what they studied. So I was very frustrated. And then I continued with the Go Club for about 2 years. And then I got busy myself, so I stopped running the club, and then I think it kind of disappeared, sadly.
oh
But at
yeah, I try
mhm,
to run it
yes,
because it's not very big, and then so it's actually one of the bigger ones. We have like a
yes,
lot of people,
mm-hmm,
but sometimes people don't come, and then sometimes people are very like they don't come like
Mm,
consistently. So that's very
right,
difficult.
yes. They don't come every time. I mean,
Hmm.
even if they came every time, it wouldn't be enough because you actually want to play like once a day, not once a week.
Yeah, but this year we got some, I think,
Mm-hmm.
some money from Korea.
Yes.
There was I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
One of our the executive team member
Yes.
of the Go Club, they got new Go sets
Mm-hmm.
from Korea, and they're hoping to expand, which will be a good. I think
Yes.
it's good to get strong players. That's what attracts new beginners, and then
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's very hard for them to learn very fast because
Mm-hmm.
they're in university and they can't focus on it, and I think
Right.
it requires a lot of focus and stuff.
True.
And also, I was actually at the university Go tournament in Taiwan this year.
Oh, yes, the World Collegiate Tournament.
Yes,
Yes,
and
yes.
so I went because it's actually going to be at Toronto next year, and
Mm-hmm.
it's actually really fun. And it's a lot more. You realize it's a lot more popular in like
Mm-hmm.
other places, right? So
Right, yes.
it's good to see that it's growing, I guess.
Yes, yes. The Ing Foundation is putting a lot of efforts to promote Go. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, there are. So,
Mm.
and I'm also gonna be at the Chunky Cup. If you heard about it,
Yes, the in Boston?
yes, it's gonna be hosted by, I think, at Harvard with the Harvard Go
Yes.
Club, and then
Yes.
we have a lot of people who's gonna. And I think it's gonna be a big event, and
Yes, it
the
mm-hmm.
the Ing Foundation has done a lot to
Right.
make this happen.
It sounds like an exciting event. The top Chinese pros are coming to play the Changchi
Yeah.
Cup semi-final, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. And the
Mm.
top pros are gonna have very exciting games, I think.
Yes. And then there is this American Changchi Cup with all the strong players.
Oh yeah, but I really wanted to play in it, but we couldn't. They don't allow us. So I guess we'll
Oh,
just
you
see
can't
how.
play
No, no, we're
in
not
the
allowed to play.
tournament?
Actually, no.
Why is that? What is the qualification?
I think it's for amateurs only, but it's
Ah,
a very big prize pool.
oh, I see. It's amateur only.
Mm, yes.
Mm, I see. Then would you be like teaching there, like reviewing people's games and maybe some lectures?
I'll probably be.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I did a commentary
Yes.
with Ming Ming, one pro, one done.
Yes, Stephanie. Yes.
Yes, Stephanie. Yes. So
Mm.
we had a big board and we had a live commentary, and we also played a exhibition game kind of thing, like a pair go
Yes. Mm-hmm.
with a professional from Japan. But
Nice.
I can't remember her name. But yeah.
Oh, I see. Sounds fun. Is Stephanie coming too to Boston?
Yes, I think so.
Mm,
There's gonna be a lot of players there.
I see. And I suppose Ryan is not going because he's playing with me.
Oh, he's going actually.
He's
I
going?
think. Yeah, he said he'll be going because I'm supposed to be his roommate there too.
Yes, then what is
I'm not sure how he's gonna work it,
right?
but maybe it'll work. So,
Uh-oh.
but
Now
yeah,
I'm worried that he might want to reschedule. But let's see.
mm,
At the moment,
yeah,
he hasn't changed anything yet.
I see.
Mm,
Should be okay, maybe.
maybe he's planning to play there in Boston.
Yeah, but I think that could work if there's nothing going on at the night.
Mm, that will be 7 o'clock.
I'm not so sure. Maybe it'll work.
Okay. Well, let me ask him later.
Yes.
Anyway, I think that was really good talk. And then, do you think you're ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready, and I haven't playing in quite a while, so it'll be pretty fun.
Oh, okay. So let's take maybe about 5 minute break, and then we can start setting up on KGS.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then, so after 5 minutes break, I'll come back. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you soon. So, by the way, while we talk, we will stop the Skype, and then
Okay,
after the game, we can talk on Skype again and talk about the game.
okay,
All
that's
right?
good.
Yes. So, see you soon.
See you.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. So, William's playing, and then we stopped Skype. We started the game, and I am black. So, he told me that he hasn't played for a while, and then let's see how that works out. So, let's see. That was my first move, and then I'm going to take these 3-4 points. I haven't thought about any particular opening, so I guess I'll just play as I go on. Anyway, so at this point I could approach or take an enclosure over here. This enclosure is not as usual because with these 4 3 points, this area has a lot of tension. If you can feel that. So anyway, I am thinking I'm going to approach over here. And then let's see what white does. By the way, how did you enjoy my talk with William? It was very interesting, wasn't it? I didn't really have the chance to talk to him before, and it was very nice to hear his story. And then, let's see. I'm also looking forward to this game a lot. For white, I think white could attach over here, which is quite common. Pincer is possible, or approaching over here. By the way, if he studied in Korea for 4 months, he may have very Korean style in his playing. We'll see. For example, this approach is also very common in Korea. Korean players quite like this move. And at this point, I think I could either block here or come over here. And I am thinking maybe I'll block this one, because coming over here goes to very complicated joseki, or simple joseki with some opening that I would develop this area combined with this, and then that could be another good game. But somehow I wanted to play simple today. I don't really know about his playing style. Maybe I should have asked. Well, I guess we'll see. So at this point, let me approach over here. This is user exchange, and white would often answer with knight move, and then I continue with the joseki over here, and then white could come over here or approach this one or that one. At that point, white can basically choose. So let's see if there were some questions. Oh, and then I just realized that the stone sound is very loud, so let me reduce the sound. It should be better that way. Actually, I started with a very low volume, but then I couldn't hear William very well, so I readjusted. So far this is the Joseki here, and then white could take the corner. That could be very safe choice. Another choice would be coming over here, or this one, or that one. Any of the three would work. At this point, I could pincer, or I could do that, or I could even tenuki. But tenuki is probably not a good choice because I don't see any better area to go. So I do want to play somewhere around here. Should be either pincer or the diagonal move. The knight move is also possible, but it's a little slower than this diagonal. So I'm thinking maybe I'll choose this one. I don't know why, but I feel like playing quite safe today. Actually, I do know why, because that's kind of my playing style. I tend to play a little slow in the opening, and then I like to make solid shapes and all, so that I can really fight in the middle. I'm not sure if I told you before, but when I was studying, I really liked solving life and death problems and some reading problems. And then I would love to fight because that was about reading. But then my teacher would tell me that I could improve my directional choices or some counting and game, etc. I guess you can't be good at everything if you are not like Isedor Naindan, I guess. Anyway, so at this point I think white would maybe come around here, and then I'm going to exchange this one and come over here. That was my plan. So he came over here. Now it's a difficult choice. I could attack this one stone since he hasn't answered, but then my position here is a little low, and then white can come over here, knight move. So in that case, let me think. I could do that, but then when white comes over here, this exchange itself is a little good for white, especially because I can't do much with this one stone with this white's corner. So what does that mean? Where should I go? If I go over there like this one, would white come over here right away? Then I need to push over here. I think it should be okay. So let me take this one. And then let's see. If white comes over here, I'm going to push twice and then come over here. Then if white blocks, I'll just take the corner. If white comes out somehow, then I'm going to come back over here, and these exchanges should be good for me. By the way, I don't see any chat going on. Is that true? Or somehow am I lost? Anyway, it should be fine. It seems like we have quite some audience on KGS. I wonder if they are also watching the YouTube. Anyway, let me do this, and then if white blocks here, I'm taking the corner. My corner should be safe. And then white will need to come back to this side to develop the upper side. But then I can also take the lower side. So I think it's all good. If white takes the lower side, something like here, which is also a good choice, I guess I will approach from here, because I don't want white to come over here when I jump. So let me do that. And then I want to, wait a minute, I want to take Sente so that I can also invade the upper side that he didn't take. So let me come over here. And this corner is not dead yet. It has some aji. For example, if white comes this knight's move, it will be very difficult to kill this thing. But it's okay because we have a lot of big places at the moment. Later on, blocking over here will become very big. So far the opening seems quite balanced and it's interesting. I really want to go to the upper side, but let's see if I get the turn. You don't get to play everywhere you want to play. So with Go, I think being flexible is very important. You need to have a plan and have the priorities and all, but even if you don't get what you wanted to get, you could always get something else. And then the important thing is to keep the balance of the whole game. So that's it. And then let's see what white does. Oh, white is going to the upper side. And then this is a little surprising because I was expecting more of this K16 spot. And this it's very tempting for me to just like enter really deep and then like live inside. That will be very annoying. I mean, I'd be annoyed if I were white. But it's a little difficult choice because I also want to come over here. White didn't continue. So what do I do? I could do that or that, or I don't know. I guess I could do something like this too, but when white answers, these two exchanges would be good for white. So it seems like my choice is actually only two. One would be to invade inside, the other one would be jump. And I think I will jump. Should I jump? I don't know. What if I just get in? Alright, I think I'll invade because when I jump here and white plays maybe one more move around here, then it will be too late to get in. And this white's territory seems quite big. So I'll probably get in. Okay, let's do that. And then deal with this black later. Ah, so let's see what white does. So today's streaming is working much better, isn't it? So it seems like I figured out what to change a few things. So anyway, so after today, next week, Saturday for you, I have another game with Ryan Lee, the latest professional player of the American Go Association. And I will have 1 week break because in Korea we have big national holiday the last week of September. That's on the lunar calendar, it's the full moon of the August, and that's similar to Thanksgivings in the West. So it's big family gathering holiday for 3 days, and all the relatives would come, and you make some traditional food and all. So I'll be with my family. And then my last game with Andy Liu would be on the first Saturday of October. So now that it's working better, I think the following 2 events would be very interesting. I hope you can come there too. Anyway, going back to the game. Here white came this way, so now I could jump. Let me do that. And for white, it will be a little difficult to attack this group because black is solid around here, and this one is a little weak, but it's okay at the moment. But when white gets more stones around here, I'll need to worry about it later. And then over here, white could come around, and then I'll have to think about it. But anyway, I don't really have really weak group, so these 2 stones should be okay. I should be able to manage. Plus, if necessary, I could exchange this L17 and then go to H17. It should give me some I shape in this area. But unless it's really necessary, this exchange would be bad because it's giving white some good shape around here. So that one I need to answer. And then here white could come over here or this one. This combination is stronger when white stone is here instead of this one. But it still works. So let me do that. I didn't get to meet William when he was studying in Korea. I think I was still in university then. And my university was in Daejeon. It's about 200 kilometers from Seoul. And then unless I have something very important, I wouldn't go to Seoul. So too bad that I missed him then. But it's nice that I am playing with him now. Anyway, so over here should I connect? Because I'm not sure if this one stone is very big. I'm thinking I could also connect this one or cut over here. Actually, I wanna cut this one, and then when white comes, I would hane and then connect. But then maybe white would atari over here and then come this way. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with giving white these two moves. So maybe I will connect this one here. And then if white cuts, I will cut over here. Do that. So this is about 5 points or more, maybe 6. But I got stronger over here, so that's alright. I would worry about these two stones a little bit, but it should be still very difficult to capture these two. So that's alright. Oh, okay, so now I see the chat. Sacrifice to get a war. White wants the cap? Yes, I think so. At some point. Or maybe now. White could also peep here first and then cap. And then I'll need to leave inside. White will probably get some war around here while attacking this group, but as long as I can leave, the war here should be not very good since I am strong around here. So let's see. White usually comes here, the knight move. And this one, if I do that, I guess white will leave anyway. And then if I do this one and that, white would connect. What is good answer? Should I just connect? Then white would make the tiger mouth. Maybe I'll atari here first and then connect. But when white connects over here, there isn't much I can do. So I could cut here and atari. White will need to extend and then come back and play the tiger mouth. Then white will need to come over here and then I block. White would push. Well, I'll let white leave in any case. I also need to think that white's blocking over here is sente. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just cut here and then atari. So at this moment, white could attack these two stones with the cap, and this area is still waiting to be decided. And this corner white's blocking over here is Sente. Territory wise, white has quite good territory over here in the corner, but the other ones are still a little small. My good one would be this area, but then once white leaves, it's not as good. Now white needs to jump over here. And then I could attach. Or I could just block here. Not sure which one is better. Maybe just block. Yeah, I don't think I will need to do that. Okay, that's Sente. So I need to come. Should I do this one or that one? Well, if I do that, I think white's blocking over here will be Sente again. So in that case, let me just do this one. And then white will probably come over here. Then what? I should probably block. Yes. So let's do that. And white will push. And then I do that. And tiger mouse. White will probably peep here and then capture this one. The good news is that I got Sente. Bad news is that now this territory is not as big as I thought it could be. So now this is like very important point. My first instinct would jump, but I'm also thinking if I should do more of this, because this could be Sente as well. But when white blocks over here, it kind of pressure the corner, and I'm relatively strong around this area, so maybe it's better to just jump instead of going around here. Is white's coming over here Sente? I see a code that can be very annoying. White's coming over here and blocking, but that's still cool. I don't think white can capture this one. Difficult situation. I could also jump this side, and that strengthen this area, but I think that's rather too soft. And this cap is a little concerning. So okay, then I'll jump here. My first intuition. Let's see what happens. And then so after this jump, this 3 points becomes very strong, because then white will need to worry about the life of these two stones. And of course this white's one stone is also weak. White could still attack these two stones, but if white doesn't succeed in the attack, white could end up having just empty wall with my not very strong but kind of solid area. So I would say it's still a difficult game for both of us. Okay, this is very big and good place. And now I got my center again. So now I probably need to do something around here. But this is the same case. I could attack this white with this cap. But if I don't succeed in capture, for example, then I would end up with rather empty wall with which I can't do much. So I'm a little hesitant to start this attack. I want to do something with this too, actually. So what if I go over here and then, or something like that. No, that's a little too thin. This one. Also there is this pip and attach. So maybe this is the one. I could also jump from this side, but then when white jumps I'll need to follow and white would go out. Then what? Oh, this is very tricky. I'm not sure. Oh wait, am I on countdown? It seems so. Okay. Why didn't I have the beep? Oh, okay. Now I have the beep. Alright, let's do that. Was the beeping sound too loud or something? Is that okay? Maybe I'll turn it down a little further. I know you'd rather prefer without beeping at all, but I really need it to just focus on the game instead of checking my time. Oh, the beeping sound is loud. It's, well, my sound is very low, but one thing is that this beeping is very high note. That is annoying. But what can I do? So here I could connect. Okay, I'll connect. Was it better? So I could also do this Q17 and then Hane and connect. I'm not sure if that would have been better. But with this one, it's almost guaranteed to be Sente because there is this P16 and then this corner is alive. But white's extending over here is Sente. I need to answer. Well, anyway, white will probably come around here, O15. And then let me think what I should do after that. I could continue around here. I don't know how to attack this one stone. I don't really want to start this fight because when white attaches and goes out, it's a little bit hurting my moyo around here. And then if I attack from this side, these two stones are not connected yet, so that is also a concern. But anyway, I will do that. It's Sente. And then now it's my turn, and this is the time to attack this.